What's going on, guys? It's your boy Sammy, also known as Phoenix Hot Boy. I'm here with one of my favorite people to watch ride, a really good friend and a really good dude in general. So without further ado, I'll let him introduce himself.
Yeah, cheers, guy. Cheers. Miller High Life, thank you very much. What's up, you guys? My name is Benkyle. You can find me Benkyle style, always rocking the bling bling. You got the gold chains or the pinky rings, you know what I'm saying?
Heck yeah, dude.
Oh, man.
Dude, so a lot of people think you're actually from Arizona. Where are you actually from?
Oh, man. You see, it's Kerrville, Texas. Little town right along the Guadalupe River.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, little small town right outside San Antonio. So San Antonio would probably be, actually on the map. I don't think my hometown's on the map. My hometown, I don't even think is on the map.
I was gonna say, we passed by it on the way to Daytona, and there wasn't anything out there, dude. Nothing
but banks and fast food restaurants.
Hey, that's all you really need.
The
priority is money and food, dude.
Money and cheap, easy food. Actually, it ain't even cheap anymore.
No, it's not cheap at all, dude. It sucks. It seems like every single day you go to the grocery store and it's a nightmare to try and get food, and then you go to fast food and it's almost more expensive. So
it's like, pay $5 more, you can go to Chili's.
Chili's, dude. You get you a double dipper.
You get you a real dinner at Chili's.
Triple dipper, dude. That's my spot. I fucking love that place. Dude, so you're a big handbrake guy. Where did you start with motorcycles?
Oh, man. As far as motorcycles go, we go all the way back to, when I was super young, riding a RM50, I think it was. And, four-wheelers, dirt bikes, shit like that. But stunt riding didn't come about till actually, there's wheelies and then there's like stunt riding, you know what I'm saying? So actually finding balance point and shit like that, actually I learned that out here. But back in San Antonio, used to mob wheelies all the time when I was probably like 18. But it was like fast, out of control wheelies where you're just like all gas on a Gixxer 600, flip flops on, freaking no helmet, just
power wheelies, dude. Pow pows.
Power wheelies, yeah, pow pows, And I could ride wheelies forever. I'd put both feet on the back pegs and just fucking miles, dude. But my bike was at like this angle, it wasn't even, you're not even up here where your butthole puckers yet. And I moved out here with my brother back in like 2013 and met Kevin, actually. And I had a sticker on my windscreen. It was like, get vertical. Or wait, what the, holy shit. Was that the freaking, oh my gosh, I can't even remember. No, we called ourselves the Vertical Riders. That's crazy. I was like, get vertical, shit. That's,
yeah.
That sounds too familiar. But no, Vertical Riders, and it had somebody doing like a spreader on the tank, and somebody came up to me and was like, bro, you don't even fucking use the back brake when you're doing a wheelie. And I was just like, I was blown away by like, what, use the brake when you're doing a wheelie? Sounds dangerous. But yeah, and then handbrakes, man, seeing people jump spreader, jump like all sorts of stuff, seeing Kevin Brandon just being able to scrape everything in the seat or in the streets. I mean, I don't know, it's I don't even know where we're going right now. Handbrakes.
Yeah, handbrake stuff, dude.
But yeah, it started with the foot brake and learning shit out here in the parking lot, and then put a handbrake on my bike, and it was game over, just, yeah.
You're a big F4I guy.
Handbrakes, F4I, sport bike. I'm a sport bike guy, so I mean, Harleys are cool, but yeah, sport bikes, if you can, like I always told myself, if you can do a wheelie on this bike, then you can do it on that bike. It's all just, learning the brake, and learning that initial jump, but it just translates from every bike.
I love that you said you used the brake and then you used your hand brake. It's all about using the brake.
I don't touch the foot brake. I mean, and honestly, like on a bagger, bro, like for me to be able to use my foot brake and like foot like on the step plate and foot on the brake, bro, I better have some stretchy pants on because that's a long fucking stretch, you know? Some people will run the mids where it's boom, you know, it's right there. You can leg lock, like, it's super easy, shit like that. But yeah, I don't know. Foot brake, like, also, yeah, my bike is so heavy.
Dude, yeah.
It doesn't, like, I don't got fancy shit on it. I freaking run bare minimum fucking full send, you know?
Does that thing even have an oil pan mod?
I finally did it, actually, after, like, 4 years of riding it, you know? But I don't do a lot of rev limiter shit, although I did start, like, holding on the 12 bar and doing that shit. Mm-hmm. And that's where I fucking finally figured out, like, okay, this thing, or starting in the park, like, trying to do slow stuff, start starving for oil. I did notice that. But yeah, the oil pan mod, it's still got a belt on it.
Hell yeah,
still got the
works.
belt, stock belt too, baby.
Stock belt, and the guy will get at least a whole circle in too.
Oh man,
this shit's pretty badass.
Don't undercut me.
Oh yeah, my boy really does kill it.
But
yeah. It's crazy that you don't have gearing on it. You just handle it. That's what's up.
Just handle it.
I don't know anybody else who could do it, so that shit's badass.
Both feet back, just freaking kick it up and.
Huge handbrake guy. Yeah, I know about the foot brake all too well, dude. That's how I broke my foot. It's my stubby ass fucking leg. I hit a pothole, and when I did, I went flat-footed on the floorboard, and it was over with.
I see the people like surfing the brake. You know, like they'll put the one foot back to bring it back, and then their other foot is just like right on top of the brake pedal, like not even on the floorboard. Just like, I'm like, bro, that's no way. I mean, you don't need a lot of brake with the Harleys because I mean the engine brake is pretty solid, but that freaking surfing that brake like that just seems like, you know, you hit something and you actually like you go out of rhythm there, like.
Oh, dude, I know. Yeah, I know, dude. Put me in the hospital.
That sucks. Yeah, that's crazy.
Broke 7 bones in my foot and fractured my ankle and had to get surgery. And yeah, it was super heavy, dude. Changed my outlook for a little while, dude. You know what I mean? Dude, we mentioned pinky rings, man. How's the business going?
Business is good, actually. I actually put my 2 weeks in at my real job.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yesterday. So, what? Oh, don't tell my wife.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
You know, you can't fucking make bracelets if you're sitting around selling catfish and Coors Lights. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Hey man, you got to prioritize your happiness too.
That too, yeah. So, you know, just yeah. You guys want to buy a bracelet? Hit your boy up. Pinky rings, bracelets. I'm gonna get this guy a ring, whatever he wants after this. Bust out my tape measure and we'll measure you up.
Hell yeah, dude. What's it called? What's it called?
Oh man, so it's called Cuffco.
Hell yeah, dude.
Cuffco. You guys got to check that shit out. Arizona Bike Week, we're busting that shit out for like the first time. Actually, this is the first time right now. Actually, that's like
hell yeah.
Now it's in the air.
So stay tuned for Cuffco because my guy really does make some badass shit. I don't even want to call it shit, some badass jewelry. It's all custom, it's all handmade, and it's all made with the Benkyle love. So definitely holler at my boy once the Cuffco officially drops.
Cuffco, baby. So we're just like kind of rebranding, you know. Yeah. I showed you the bike earlier, you know, and you're the first person that's probably seen the bike. And, you know, a couple more little details there, and then we're coming out rocking. Like, we're freaking... I don't know, it's crazy. Like, I just freaking sit around in the freaking garage and started twisting up some wires, and now we're trying to fucking make a living out of it.
Dude, that's how the dream starts, player.
You gotta tell your friends.
Yeah. Let everybody know. If we're rocking jewelry, it's got to be with the Benkyle style. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I rock everybody. You know what I'm saying? We got Southwest Club style here. We got some Jackson shit going on. Stunt Wars. We'll talk about that here in a little while. But you guys fuck with me, I fuck with you. How about that?
Yeah. Hey, stand on that, dude. 10 toes down. Oh man. So something that was asked as a question is, why don't you ride streets?
Well, my mom said, dude, I rode the streets. I started in the streets. That's kind of like, you know, kind of where everybody starts, you know. and shit, losing friends, getting tickets, breaking both arms. I couldn't even freaking wipe my own you know what I'm saying? Like,
what's the story on that? We can get to that in a second, but
man,
keep your reasoning up.
But yeah, you know, just Arizona's crazy too, you know. I was like in a car wreck months ago, just putting along, boom, you know, like didn't even see it coming. Like if I would have been on my bike with the lady on the back, wouldn't be talking to you guys right now. So
yeah, that's real.
Just trying to stay alive. I guess you could say I'm scared. I'm scared. All right. All right. I'm sure whoever asked that, I probably know exactly who.
The few homies who asked, yeah, that's the reasoning. How did you break both your arms, dude?
Oh, dude, I went to Tempe to pay a ticket actually for doing a wheelie on the streets. Right? Isn't that funny? Went to Tempe on my sport bike, and on the way back in traffic, fucking rear-ended a car, switching lanes, and broke both arms, concussion, hit the gas tank so hard that thing was puckered in, like when you hit your fender on the freaking, you hit your bare fender,
taco it,
your uncut fender on the ground, and it tacos. That's what my gas tank looked like just from pelvis bone and balls and all that, just freaking, you know. So yeah, 2 arm surgeries on this one. 2 arm surgeries. Yeah, basically, actually. Both bones, like I broke one bone so bad that they had to go in and cut the other bone to shorten it to match like the length of this bone. My shit was all fucked up. I had like no
movement of your wrist,
range of motion. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then now my thumb is still a little funny from like the scar tissue on the inside of the wrist.
Damn.
But it doesn't bother me,
dude. Tough motherfucker, dude.
I'd say bowling, believe it or not, bowling is the one thing that actually hurts the wrist.
My boy gets a strike and he's down bad for a week.
I used to be, I don't know. That's funny. But hell yeah. Arizona is fucking amazing. I was looking at some friends that live in Wisconsin, and they got like 24 fucking, I don't even know how much snow they got, but probably taller than these walls right here.
Just hella snow.
Yeah, people snowed into their houses and shit, and we're out here sweating with 110 degrees, I think it was today. And it's freaking March.
Yeah, it's been a toasty one, dude, the whole time. It's been miserable. The last week has just been... Oh, man, it's only getting worse day by day. It's not ideal, dude. Another question I was asked that I thought was pretty decent is... Dude, who got you in the sense, like, you met Kevin and stuff, but who was your favorite stunt rider in the sense of getting you into the game?
Oh, man. That's, so when I got into the game, it was like Kevin, Dayson.
Mm-hmm. Dude, shout out Dayson.
Yeah, Dayson, homie. Kevin, always. But it was like Kevin, Dayson. There's this dude, Hawaiian Eddie, that lived down here that I was actually, like, he was probably a little better than some of the other ones because he could actually already circle wheelie and stuff like that. But I met Kevin and Dayson on like a street ride, a random, like, we were driving down the street and there was a bunch of riders at a QT, and we pulled into the QT, and it was like, fuck yeah, we were in our cars, yo. Our bikes were right down the road, so we got out, and these 2 dudes came walking up to us, and we're like, you know, what's up, how's it going? I was like, is this a gang? What's going on here? They're like, oh, no, we're just going to go for a ride. I think it was like a memorial ride or something for somebody that passed out at the lake. And I was like, well, you know, we would love to go with you guys, but our bikes are right down here. If you guys wait, we'll come back. And he said 20 minutes. If you're not here, boom, we're leaving. My brother and I ran home, got our bikes, fucking met back up there, and that's kind of like where the first ride was. Then we met some people. Kevin was freaking out there just like scraping everything. High chair scrape, spreader scrape, freaking this scrape, like scrape city, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, holy shit, like, you know, and that's kind of when the whole brake thing came about. I'm back here double back pegging, just looking like you know, double back peg. No, yeah, it was all it was all bad.
Yeah, the guys you don't want to see on a street ride, and you were that guy.
Yeah. But then I met them and went to the parking lot, and man, tons of cases of beer later, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Fucking A, here we are.
Because for those that don't know and only know my guy from Harley's, you should see him on any street bike for that matter, because it seems that you could hop on pretty much everybody's bike at any point in time and handle some business.
If it has a handbrake.
Yeah, if it has a handbrake. If it's only foot brake, you keep that one to yourself.
Yeah, if it has a handbrake, I'll circle it. That's what I told myself too with the Harley. I was like, you know, whenever we first got the Harley back in the day, probably like 6 years ago, I bought it so we could get out of the stunt lot, you know, because it was every day, all day long, just like this day. Any day that ends in Y, we're like, we're going to the stunt lot, we're going to the stunt lot, we're going to the stunt lot. And it's like, oh, I could buy a Harley and we'll go on cruises and shit, right? I think we went on one cruise. And then
got one in, huh?
Yeah, we got one cruise in, and I think like it took like 2 years. That bike just sat in the garage because, of course, I didn't ride it because I'm scared of the streets, you know. Finally cut the bags on it, cut the fender, threw some bars on it, and you know, I was out there killing it with just a foot brake. You know, I did the shit, stopping on the 12 bar with just a foot brake, this and that with just a foot brake, but handbrake. Get you a handbrake on a road glide. That is like, it's like doing the impossible. I feel like, because like those bikes are so heavy. Half of the time, I can't even get it off the kickstand. You know what I'm saying? Like loading that thing up or unloading that thing. If you barely turn the wheel just a certain way, man, that thing is going down. And to just be able to get out there and freaking like. Dude, I was gonna say driveway circles, but I don't think I'm that, like, I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
But I would definitely be able to utilize that space right there. Like, I don't need, you know, a lot of space, and that's what's awesome about the handbrake, you know.
Yeah, there's not many foot brake dudes doing it within 20 feet, 30 feet.
And to be 100% controlled, like, and safe about it, like, all that right here, you know. So that's, I always preach like the handbrake shit, but there's a lot, like I can't do hardly any foot brake stuff.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody. But shit, I don't even think I've even done a sit down wheelie on my bike.
Yeah.
That thing, it's a
unit, dude.
It's a technique, you know. And like the sport bikes, you could just wind those things up. One, boom. You're gonna do a backflip, or you better hit that brake. Or Harley, you've wind that thing up and pop the clutch, you're probably just gonna skeet your tire.
Yeah, there's a finesse to it, dude.
Like, it's crazy, yeah.
It took me 2 years before I got my bike up, and I did it on like a whim. I was having a bad day, and I was riding my bag. I just got my bagger fixed, and I was leaving my ex's house, and I jump out on the road, and I just fucking, well, bam, and it came up for the first time, and I was like, oh damn, right then and there, boom. Caught the brake, and I was like, this is the coolest shit ever. And then it was like 3 days later, I looped out and broke my foot. I made it like a good 3-4 days before I just absolutely cooked myself.
Is that so? You've broken your foot a couple times then?
No.
Oh, that was
it, dude. That was like 4 or 5 months down, just cooked. Right. I had 2 pins sticking out of my foot for like 8 weeks.
Damn.
I went to Castle Rock, Washington to compete in Stunt Wars.
Oh yeah.
And with a broken foot.
With your cast.
With pin, yeah, pin. I had 2 pins sticking out of my foot. That. Dedication, player.
Crazy guy, you know. You're out there, you know, and that's what you know, separates the men from the boys right there.
Hell yeah, dude. That's actually the exact terminology I used when I did it, dude. Is this separates the men from the boys?
You know, you want it, you get out there and you fucking get it.
Hell yeah. So what's, for the people who don't know, because I mean I do know, what's your relation to Stunt Wars?
I'd say for starters, like Simone, Bruce, Drea, and I, and like our whole family's kind of like, we're like we all kind of like get along, shit like that. And then, you know, they of course sport bike shit, you know, me and Bruce, we go back, not that we've like talked for the longest, like, you know, that he's been riding since shit 2000, I don't even know,
long time,
long time. Anyways, yeah, I cut all that.
Hell no, I staying.
But no, we get you know, we have a good relationship. And then they started doing the whole Stunt Wars thing. Actually, it wasn't even Stunt Wars. It was like the Get Vertical, like the Limbo kind of
games.
thing. Stunt games.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Which I freaking love. I want to get the Limbo shit going out there again, because it's hilarious, and it's like a game show almost, because it's like step up, get under, or get the fuck out, and it's hilarious. I love it. It's action packed. But I don't know, I just started talking on the microphone, and they were like Drea was like, you want to talk on the mic, or and I was like, hell yes, like put me in. And yeah, it kind of just started out like that. I think we went to California, and was that California?
San Diego?
Yeah, we went to San Diego to the dealership there and did an event.
I was there.
I talked on the mic for that one. That was like my first one, reaching out to all the guys and asking them a couple questions. That way I could, give everybody a proper shout out and stuff like that. And then kind of just kicked off from there. They got more invites, and they gave me more invites, and kind of just, started doing it.
Hell yeah,
started
dude.
doing it.
And you kill it, dude. It's a lot of fun listening to you MC. It really is.
It was, of course, I've learned a lot too. I think like even the first one at Metro Mayhem, it was like one of the Cruzy Originals events, and that's like one of the stunt games. That's like when we posted up and did probably one of the first or whatever stunt games. I don't know what it was, but I talked on the mic for like 6 hours freaking straight, 11 to 6, and then I packed up all my shit and went to Westworld and freaking rode that same night with like no voice. But I learned, like, that day I was like screaming in the mic, and sometimes you catch yourself kind of getting a little loud on it, but definitely I try not to do that anymore.
Hell yeah.
Freaking, that was,
won't be able to talk for a week.
That was a crazy one. Pulled the car out too.
Really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Had the Beamer out there, talking on the microphone while I'm out there drifting and shit. Oh, that's sick. I didn't know that. That's awesome. Yeah, that was sick. So yeah, I do some car stuff too. If it has a handbrake.
Yeah, big. Everything's gotta have a handbrake.
Oh, dude, I'm a handbrake guy. I tell you what, like, and honestly, like with the car, dude, I could freaking do some shit, but it has to have that handbrake. Otherwise, I won't be showing off.
Yeah, weld diff and a handbrake, and my guy put on a show. Yeah. Otherwise, he's not doing that much clutch kicking.
No.
Yeah, you. That's like one of the first things I knew about you. I think when I first met you, you only had the car and the bike. The bagger was sitting, and you had a E36.
Yep. Yeah, the bagger sat in the garage for like 2 years straight, just collecting dust.
And yeah, Dax was the one who really like put me on. Was like, nah, dude, you should see Benkyle ride. That dude's an animal. And then I think I watched you ride somebody's clapped out F4I, and you drug your dick on the ground. And I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like, hell yes, dude.
Classic. Yep. I love that. That's one of my favorites, honestly. That's like, some people, they're like, oh, I've done that before on accident,
Yeah.
Too much whiskey throttle or too much just whiskey.
Yeah.
And wind that thing up and hang on. Just don't let go, because you're gonna get a face full of the back end of that bike, I'm sure. And as
you
sexy
never let
as
go
that
before?
sounds,
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be too.
You never let go before?
No, but what I have wanted to do is a one-handed double knee drag. Yeah, just laid out, freaking
throttle
hand, both legs back, dragging. I think it's possible, or, which is kind of funny, I've seen some sport bike guys do it. That one dude, he did like a full-on like little backflip thing.
That shit was pretty cool.
But yeah, you scrape and then like in the handlebars kind of like do a backflip while that thing's scraping. I probably couldn't never do that. I'd see like Sloppy Stunts doing that for sure. He did that. He did the like let go of the bike, and I've seen him do the forward roll. That one didn't work out too well. But in Daytona, dude, it freaking no hands, running.
Walking the dog, dude.
To a 360. Let go of the bike, did a 360 while like running, whatever, and a full whatever turn, and caught the bike, and I was like, holy shit, that was Man, Daytona. That was...
Dude, Daytona was lit.
Handbrakes on top.
Hey, dude, yo, shout out the
I feel like that
603 boys.
Yeah, I feel like that was a big win for the handbrake boys, and that had a little bit of me in there. I feel like I'm like, yes. Deep down inside, you know, I'm like, hell yeah, handbrakes on top. But it's all the judges, you know, they liked what they saw. And
dude, I voted them super high. I'm not even gonna lie. They put on such a choreographed show. Shout out Joey Bananas, Sick Nick, and I don't know your name, Corey, but I do know it was Corey. So
yeah,
you guys were animals. You put on a killer show. If you guys see this,
that was yeah, I was stoked. I couldn't even believe it.
It was so well choreographed, dude. It was super good.
Fat knee drags to circle wheelies to the one dude hanging off the bike, getting on the bars, like.
It's cool shit.
I guarantee, you know, that probably it's sport bike riders, you know. So if you go from, you know, you see sport bike riders getting on the Harleys, or even like dirt bike riders going to the Harleys, like having a little bit of something in your background is definitely beneficial. But I don't know, handbrakes.
I learned from a Z125, dude. I went on a stunt ride and I seen Gino and Derek riding wheelies, and I was like, dude, I want to do that. And then I didn't know that I'd already met Derek. And then I knew Gino from actually his uncle way back in the day, because I used to skateboard with his uncle, and we all go out to the park together, and he'd be there. But that's how I personally, like, I actually looped out for like 10 months straight before I fucking got it, dude. I had a 12 bar on my Z, and I remember it was Beat the Heat 2020. And dude, did you ever go to that lot, the north lot, way out there?
I think so.
I'm not gonna fully say it, but it was like real KO involved, and it was pretty sick.
No, I don't think I did.
It was pretty sick, dude. It was a cool setup, and it was a super good lot, but the sheriff shut it down. But yeah, did you ever watch that John's Moto Garage, dude?
I've heard of him. I don't believe. I honestly, I didn't watch much of it. No.
That's fair. Well, he was out there, and I was trying wheelies over and over and over again. I'd already been trying wheelies for like 6 months, and I got caught in I looped out, and I got my foot caught in a 12 bar, and the bike landed on its wheels.
Oh shit!
And it struck me down the road, dude. And that was by far, I was like, I almost sold the bike, swear to God. I was like, oh, because I had a Harley background, but I tried the moto thing. I had a dirt bike for a long time. I didn't ride it near enough, and I sucked at it. Like, a lot of these dudes are all moto kids and stuff.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
No.
I'm not very good on a dirt bike, I'll be so honest. A lot of these dudes are like going back to moto, and you'll see them like they're like throwback posting, and that's just not me, dude.
Moto's dangerous too.
Well, super dangerous.
I feel like stunt riding, like especially like after I broke my arms, I feel like stunt riding was like the safest thing for me to like excel myself at, because I tried dirt biking, and bro, that shit is insane. Like, I went to a track, I think, like, we didn't have tracks, we'd had trails, you know. We'd build the sketchiest fucking jump in the middle of nowhere and, you know, hit it. But it wouldn't, like, go into a track we tried, and dude, I was sore for like a whole week, and I didn't even hardly hit the jumps, like, just riding it. And having the 2 broken arm injuries, whatever, like, I couldn't do it. Moto is... Nah. It's
intense, dude. I sucked at it. You see me on a track, dude. I legitimately got passed by a 75-year-old man. I think his name was Terry Kennedy. Shout out Terry. R.I.P. I think he might have passed away too. R.I.P. Terry. Not 100%, but I think the Kennedy did pass away. That dude used to blow my doors off. We'd all be riding, and I'd just get beat by a 70-something-year-old man. I crashed so many times in a dirt bike. I was like, I'm good. I traded mine for a sandrail.
Oh hell yeah!
And I got a call.
That's a steal of a deal there, my guy.
Oh hell yeah, dude! It was dope too. I had a super clean 06, but I traded to a Yamaha collector. Huh. My bike was gorgeous. I had a YZ252 stroke, and I traded to this dude for a sandrail. Found out later I ended up trading the sandrail for a boat and a Jeep to some fucking. Assuming it was a drug dealer in Apache Junction, because that dude was super crusty but had a grip of money and had like all the toys in the world.
Huh.
And so he had a boat and a Jeep, and I traded him the sandrail for it. That didn't even have a title.
Apache Junction.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely stolen.
Oh yeah. No, see the thing was, I get this. A few months later, I get a call. Took a small intermission to get a fire going and change the vibe up a little bit.
We are lit, you guys.
Hell yeah, like a flame, baby. Come on. But yeah, on the sense of the Sandro, it's funny you mentioned the stolen part, dude. I get a call like 4 or 5 months after I traded him.
No way.
And he just gotten out of jail because it turns out it was stolen.
Wow.
And so I was like, dude, look, the guy had actually like unadded me on Marketplace and everything. The guy I got this shit from, and I was like, dude, his name might not even be real. I didn't get a last name. But this is where I got the shit from, and this is dude's name. And he was like, all right, well, dude, turns out he found the guy, and nobody knew it was stolen, so everything got dropped. Because he called me back like a week later. I was like, yo, it's all figured out now. Cops decided that it wasn't, or determined that it wasn't, like, liable. So everybody got lucky in that sense, and then I blocked that dude's number, so sorry, buddy, if you ever see this, which I doubt you will, but get fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, trade's a trade. No takesies, backsies, dude.
Yeah,
man.
Apache Junction, I feel like is like that's just like the place where all the stolen shit goes. There are people from Apache Junction. I don't know. There's some sketchy spots down there. I mean, every city's probably got that, but Apache Junction is definitely ours, I would say.
Oh, dude. Yeah. You hear Apache Junction, the first thing you think it was meth, for sure.
Yeah, meth out.
All right, dude. Shout out Square One Performance. Smoke tires, not meth.
Smoke tires, not meth, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Dude, so it was asked, besides their jewelry and besides motorcycles, what do you like to do? What do you get into? What are you up to? Not much.
That's I don't know. That's a big question. I don't know. I guess like, you know, obviously hang out with the wife and the kid. But used to be bowling. But like I said, you know, like bowling, like the whole hurts the arm now.
Big bowler?
Like, yeah, we used to bowl a lot. Like we'll get season passes right here to across the street. You know?
Hell yeah.
We'd be bowling in there every freaking night of the week. But yeah, bowling. Honestly, I really like drinking beer.
Yeah, I'll drink to that, dude. Hell yeah.
Like that's you know.
I love that.
One of my favorite pastimes, you know.
Like just crack open a cold one and have a good time.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what to do. I like being outside. Like that's why, you know, we kind of put together this shit right here and trying to make it nice. I grew up like in the woods, you know, in Texas, so we were always outside. It was building forts, building tree forts, hunting, fishing. Like it was right there in our backyard. Move out here, you know, and all the houses are next to each other. There ain't no fucking grass or anything with 4 legs besides like domesticated animals like cats and dogs. Like, you know, you don't see any animals. You see homeless people on the street just hunched over.
Yeah,
like,
a lot of dope fiends.
You know, poor people, but there should... Never mind, I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, some things we got to keep to ourselves, dude.
We'll keep this PG-13.
But if you know Phoenix, you know.
Yeah.
There's dope fiends everywhere.
Dope fiends everywhere. You know, I was thinking the other day too. I was like, you know, if I get into like a slow week or something where like I'm not like I haven't got any sales or anything, I'm gonna take a stack of business cards and go stand on the corner like a dope fiend, or those people that need money, whatever they are, nice people. But dude, hand out business cards. 1 out of probably at least 30 people are probably gonna call you.
Yeah.
You know? Who knows? I don't know. Hopefully it'd be like 1 out of every 5.
Start slinging it like mixtapes.
Shit. What's up?
Like mixtapes.
Yeah, mixtapes. You know, you see those people out there just handing them out. You know, you gotta get out there and get it. You know, you want it. You gotta get it.
Nobody's gonna do it for you. You know what I mean? You gotta handle business the way you feel right, the way you feel such. I got nothing but love for it, dude. That shit's badass. I respect what you got going on. It's pretty cool. I love everything handmade, dude. Everything handmade's gangster.
Handmade shit. It's the best. You know, China's cool and all if you want cheap shit, but you want some real shit.
Yeah, hit my boy over
Holler
at
at your
Cuffco.
boy. Cuffco, baby. Oh man, Arizona Bike Week coming up though. You know, the biggest gathering of Harley stunt riders probably in the world. You're gonna have the Bell Brawl, Stunt Wars.
Yeah, I just got invited to that.
Everybody's out there.
I'll be at the Brawl and I'll be at Stunt Wars.
Oh shit, riding the Brawl.
Yep, I got my invite yesterday. Shout out all the homies to Brawl too. Shout out Max, Ride Destroyed. Shout out Bruce and Dre at Stunt Wars.
Yo. Changing
the actual game. With a Z, by the way. Stunt Wars with the fucking Z.
Yep.
Yeah, and anybody else can really get fucked.
Yep.
It's Stunt Wars with a Z. That's what the bottom fucking line. And Bruce and Dre are changing the game. So.
Yeah, changing the game.
Shout out them. They're doing some real big things right now, and I mean, as a stunt rider, I couldn't be more grateful, dude. You know what I mean? They've put us on a different platform. I feel like
it's for the people. It's for us. It's for y'all.
Right now,
there's the people within, you know, and then we put it on, of course, for everybody else. So everybody gets some action.
Hell yeah.
You know.
It was a very good experience to go see, to go be a part of the background too. You know what I mean? It was cool.
The background, the 2 days on the RV.
The nitty gritty, dude.
The 2 days on the RV, and
I went full trucker, dude.
Yeah, dude, that was good. You came through.
Hell yeah, I appreciate that, dude.
Couple little bumps in the road. Couple little tire problems.
A lot of tire problems, dude. Shout out the RV. The RV killed it.
That was that
the
RV.
Trailer.
That RV, I know, but. You know, it could have been way worse, and we made it and had a hell of a good time.
Dude, if we would have popped a trailer or a tire on the RV, we'd been cooked. We wouldn't have had a socket. We wouldn't have had a jack.
Yeah.
We've been burnt. Next trip, I told him, I was like, I'll bring my floor jack. I'll bring my impact.
And some beers. No, I'm just kidding.
If the kids don't come, dude. If the kids don't come, we will only be drinking beers at KOA campgrounds.
Yep.
And overnight rest stops where it's legal, I think. I don't know. I think maybe if it's, I don't know the legalities.
What is legal?
I don't know.
I forgot. We're on a freaking...
I don't know what the legality is on an RV, so we won't be drinking and driving. That's the bottom line. I had a great time though. The RV, it's crazy. Like, you think being trapped with people for 3 days, none of us really butt heads. Everything was pretty smooth, dude.
No, it was great. Having enough room like that. If we would have been in a van sitting on top of each other, like, that would have been, you know.
Dude, and smelling, dude. Would have been some smelly motherfuckers in a van, dude. It would have been super rough.
But yeah, no, that's game changing shit right there. RV.
Dude,
yeah. Way to do it.
And if you guys don't know, dude, if you have been to Stunt Wars and shown any love to it, show as much as you can, because, dude, that shit is not easy, bro. The setup for it's not easy. It's very, it's very task-filled. Shout out Bruce and Drea for handling business the way they do. Bruce is, really works hard on that. Drea works hard on that, and it's very cool to see the passion behind it.
Yeah.
And, damn, dude, they really do put, it's a lot of work, dude, so... Thank your local Get Vertical gang, because damn, this shit wasn't fucking easy, dude.
They out there.
Super out there, man.
The behind the scenes is insane.
So insane, dude. There's so much going on. I
couldn't even imagine.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine taking that on, dude.
So, yeah, that's, you know.
And they do it for all of us, dude.
From riders, for the riders.
Yeah, and that shit's real, dude. It's super real. I'm blessed to be a part of the team for Southwest Club Style, to get to ride it, and hopefully we'll get to do future road trips together. And I know we talked about it a little bit, but I'd love to be a part of it, because that shit's it was cool, dude. It was a very memory-filled trip, dude. Daytona was legendary. Shout out Froggies. Shout out Froggies. Shout out, I want to be very clear right now. I went to Grandview. He did not go to Grandview.
I did not. I went home.
He went home. My boy handled business at the Airbnb by himself.
Yeah.
With Blake and Jake. Blake and Jake, dude.
Blake and Jake.
Dude, them awesome dudes. If you get the chance, also check out 710 Visuals and QB, either Visions or Visuals on Instagram. Dope dudes. Handle business. They did all the stuff for the Stunt Wars YouTube, and they did a great job. Watch that video as well, because, man, that was killer.
Yeah. Definitely, some top-notch shit right there. That one is, like a legit, like, you know, like you see on like X Games and shit like that. Like this is where we're taking it. We're fucking taking it. Like this ain't the X Games, you know what I'm saying? This is Stunt Wars, but it's, you know,
it's moving, bro.
It's
moving, and there's a lot of stuff in the works and the talks that is even cooler, dude. So everybody stay tuned, because this is just the beginning. This is far from the end.
Shit's going worldwide.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's going. I'm not even gonna speak on that, but there's a lot of stuff going on. Bruce
Worldwide,
and Dre really
baby.
put it in some serious work. So stay tuned for the future, because I know with the intent they have, there's some shit going on. So that shit's awesome. With that said, dude, are you doing anything for Bike Week for riding? Are you doing anything for your Cuffco? What do you got going on?
Oh, let's see. It's been probably like 3 or 4 years now in a row, but I always go out to Westworld. And this year the twins are going to be riding there, and me and the twins are kind of like this, and I'll be probably riding with them a little bit. If you guys check out Arizona Westworld, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, I think I'll be there. And then Saturday, obviously, Stunt Wars down at Wild Horse Pass. So
I think it's back to Firebird Raceway, is it not?
Oh, it is called Firebird. Yeah, they changed it to Firebird, because that does get confusing. Westworld, Westgate, or
And
like
Westworld Wild Horse.
Westworld, Wild Horse. Yeah.
Well, dude, when I was a kid, that's what it was called. It was Firebird Raceway for years, dude. They used to do so many events at that place. It was badass.
Yeah, Firebird Raceway. Yep, they definitely brought that back. But yeah, that's I'll be there Saturday. The last couple years I've been, Saturday is a tough one, you know. I freaking go out, I do the thing with the Stunt Wars, and as soon as I can get out of there, I freaking haul ass, and I end the night over at Westworld and burn it down, talk on the mic all day, and then hop on the bike and fucking just absolutely just burn it down, because it's Saturday night. It's like the big night, like there at Westworld, and the people want to see a Harley Davidson motorcycle. You know, the twins put on a good show, but these guys are brothers, you know what I'm saying?
Heck yeah.
Like,
they want to see fast and loud.
We need some loud smoke. Yeah, you know, but that's kind of what I do. And then Sunday, kind of just putt around, put it on for the kids. Basically, kids usually, Sunday's usually the
chill out day kind of.
Yeah, usually they do. Sundays is free, you know, so people like with big families and shit will bring their kids, and everybody gets to watch the little stunt show. Everybody's packing up though, so it's kind of lame. But this year I think it's free every day. That's
Really?
what I heard, yeah. So free admission, I'm pretty sure, to Arizona Bike Week, Westworld. But if you want to go to the concerts at nighttime, that's what you're paying for.
Wow, that's pretty cool though. That's how it used to be, I believe.
That is kind of cool, you know, because that puts more money back into like the vendors and like stuff like that, because, you know, like paying $70 to get in this place, I'm not gonna go fucking buy a t-shirt that's X amount of dollars because I just paid this much money to get in the door.
Yeah, it's hard,
you know?
dude. It's hard to squeeze it for the working man.
Everybody has to make their money, but, you know, you save money here, put it towards, you know, getting a Square One performance shirt, or, you know, hollering at your boys over here, Stunt Wars, or, you know, shit, some cold ones.
Some glasses from Southwest Club style.
Some dope chains and pinky rings, because I'll be there, you know what I'm saying?
Heck,
I'll probably have
dude.
a booth set up, so
you should, dude.
I'm gonna try. It's hard to make a stockpile.
Yeah.
You know, because this shit it takes time. It's
arm specific, hand
basically,
specific.
yeah. I freaking, you know, I build it to the people that hit me up. I didn't got time to just be sitting around making like a bunch of shit. However, I'm gonna try.
Hell yeah.
But every now and then I'll throw in an extra one. I'll make an extra one, or somebody doesn't come through and I got an extra one. Usually I'll do a deal on it. Like, I took some bracelets to Daytona. I didn't even have time to try to sling a bracelet or anything, but you know, having a couple extra, people want them. They see them, you know. Once you see them and once you can actually look at them and shit, you're like, okay, now, yeah, definitely I want one of those. And why are you charging? Like, you should be charging more. I'm like, you know, it's for you guys.
Well, yeah, for the people, by the people,
for the
dog.
people, you know. I just do this shit for fun.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome, man. I'm very happy for you. I'm very grateful we got the time to sit down and fucking bullshit, man. From the mic to the bike, you're a killer. And unfortunately, we're about out of time.
Yeah.
With that said, fortunately, we got to spend a good amount of time together bullshitting, hanging out, and it was a pleasure to get to talk to you. I'm very glad we got to knock this out, man. So thank you for having me at your home. Thank you for hopping on the podcast, man.
Anytime, brother. I'm always down to talk. You know me, you put a mic in my hand, I'm like, can't shut the guy up half of the time. So hopefully you guys like to hear it. Hopefully you guys like to hear it, because
it's not done. My guys put in work all the time, dude. So with that said, thank you guys for watching. This is the Hotcast.
Peace.